Hello everyone, welcome to the Turfway Park Report for Friday, January 1st, 2016. Day one of our winter spring meet, 9 live races. The poly track is fast. The first race is a claimant event for fillies and mares. Haven't won 3 races in a full calendar year. They'll go 5.5 furlongs. Scratch number 7, Lady Monavi. Post-time favorite was number 6, Twitterverse with Orlando Mojica. They are off, and the starter caught him in a perfect line. And it's Bayous Black Magic who gets the first call. Snappy start being hustled out. There goes the favorite, Twitterverse. Through from the inside, Striving is down along the rail, racing in third. Away from the gate in the 4th position comes Queen of Spring. Then a length back to Kitten, Abs Reward, and then 2 to Exclusive Offer as they race towards the clubhouse, or the far turn. The first quarter, 22-3, and so it's the favorite, Twitterverse, shows the way by about a length and 3/4. Bayou Black Magic is in chase mode to keep pace in second. Squeezing through the fence, here comes Striving and Perriutes, now to be a joint second with that one, and tipping out wide, here comes Kitten Abs Reward as they approach the top of the home stretch, a quarter mile from home, well off the rail. Twitterverse takes Queen of Springs with her, even further out. Here's Kitten Abs Reward as they straighten for the stretch drive. It's Queen of Springs and MARLON St. Julien shaking it up on the outside. Kitten Abs Reward, Twitterverse still fighting on down along the rail, but Queen of Springs going to pull a slight upset here in the opener. Queen of Spring at 13-1. Wins by about a half a side. Kitten Abs Reward a game second. Twitterverse was third, and late charge from Hero Wisdom to get up to be fourth. 106 flat. Number 9, Queen of Springs, and Marlon St. Juliet springs the upset, runs them all down late, and returns 28-60, 10-20, 540. Finishing second was number 10, Kitten Abs Reward. Third to 6, Twitterverse. The exacta was worth $90. The trifecta 9-10-6, that comes back for a $1 wager, $171.40. The superfecta combination 9-10-6-3 returns $1,375 even. Running time 106 flat. Second race, a claimant event for fillies and mares. They'll race 6 furlongs. Full field of 12 go to post. The morning line favorite number 10, All About Brownie, with Rolando Aragon in the irons. They are off. All About Brownie blitzing out, but now to take early command, there goes Swayze Lady. Through from the inside, Angel Size away to be third. Aptly away as well goes Ladies Drink Free. She's fourth, but only about 3.5 off the pace. Then a link further back to Vex, tracked to the inside by Given the Glory. Then a separation of 2 comes Show Me the Touch, flanked by Smokin' Ali. And then a link to the trailer Starmy as they head towards the far turn. Just under a half mile still to go. The first quarter, 23 seconds flat. And the tearaway leader, Swayze Lady and Yuri Aranga, show them into the far turn run in front by 3. Through from the inside, Angel Size being ridden to keep pace with still about 2.5 furlongs to race. Here comes the favorite. In between horses is All About Brownie into the outside. Ladies Drink Free as they took the half mile 46-4, and they're on their way home. And Swayze Lady cornering just a bit wide, appears to be getting out of touch. There's room at the fence for Angel Sai, and the favorite All About Brownie is right alongside to the outside. Here's Ladies Drink Free and motoring home down the stand side. Here comes Rupert Active Duty, and even further out it's Smokin' Ali deep stretch wide open here, but Rupert Active Duty is going to go on to win here, and Rupert Active Duty long shot at 19-1 wins by a length and a half. Tight photo for second. There was about 6 of them there on the wire. Number 7, Rupert Active Duty, and Corey Orm pulls the upset here for owner-trainer Pat Cairns. Number 7, Rupert Active Duty wins and returns $40.80, 21.20, $12. Second was the 4, Show Me the Touch. Third, number 11, Ladies Drink Free. And fourth, the 9, Smokin' Ali. The exotic prices were huge. The exacta, $1,313.40. The $1 try, $4,831.80. The 10-cent super, $10,743.25. The early daily double, 9 and 7, $701.40. The running time, 1:13 1/5 second. The third race is a claimant event for fillies and mares who have not won 2 races in a full year. 6.5 furlongs the distance. Scratch 1, 13, and 14. The morning line favorite for Billy Donna and Justin Hayes, number 4, Royal Alluvia. Orlando Mojica was aboard. That is to the outside, locked away. They're all in line. And they're off. Mama's Kisses was best at the break. Quickly there goes Sweet Cup to join the leaders, and now Sweet Cup will clear as they leave the chute and straighten up on the main track. Mama's Kisses came away racing in the second position, ridden up to keep pace. Here comes the favorite Royal Alluvia probing up the fence. Also in behind that one, being asked to run early, there goes Honey C being ridden hard by Cardunas with 4.5 furlongs still to race. Then a link further back, out there is Uluru, wide on the course, Mackenzie's Magic. Even further out, there's Judson's Pretty Girls and My Cute Devil, and last away, Felicidades can see them all. The first quarter, 23-2, and a well-strung outfield here as they make their way into the far turn. It's Sweet Cup shows the way by a length and a half. Waiting in the wings there, Royal Alluvial just waiting to pounce. The favorite now starting to be asked by Mojica, being ridden to keep pace. There's Admiral in third, even further out, Honey C, and going wide there. Uluru is full of run as they straighten for the stretch run. A half mile, 46-3, and they're on their way home. And Sweet Cup trying to pull the upset. Tipped out for clear running. Here comes the favorite Royal Alluvia, and coming on the stand side, Honey C has found clear running. Absolutely wide open just outside the 16th pole. It's Royal Alluvia. Here's Honey C attacking to the outside. These two will square it off in deep stretch. It's Royal Alluvia holding off from Honey C, and Royal Alluvia grinds out a victory as she's a synthetic star, picks up lifetime victory number 8 over the synthetic. Morning line favorite number 4, Royal Alluvial, does not disappoint. Cruises a victory here with Orlando Mojica for Joe Woodard. Royal Alluvia returns $4, $320, $240. Second was number 3, Honey C. Third, number 8, Judson's Pretty Girl. And fourth was the 6, Uluru. The exacta was worth $23.60. The dollar try, $38.40. The superfecta, 4386, comes back $713.20. And the early pick 3 for 50 cents, $554.85. Tonight's fourth race, the claimant event for 3-year-olds and up, which haven't won 3 races lifetime. The distance is 1 mile. Jockey change to number 2, Let's Do It for Johnny, to Antiaco Morgia. Morning line favorite at 5-2, number 9, Magnetic Start, for owner-trainer Dougie Coyle. They are off. Good even beginning, but it's Castle Storm who's blitzing on out, and Daddy Divine wants the lead and is going to take advantage of that rail draw and scoot right up the fence to assume command as they race into the clubhouse turn. So it's Daddy Divine who leads him into the first turn run. Let's Do It for Johnny, hugs the fence, saves all the ground there in second. Out in the middle of the track, First Rodeo, the favorite, has now moved into second. Castle Storm is about 3.5 off the pace, 1 in front of Sal's Romeo, and then about a length and a half back to wound up a similar margin to Offshore Fantasy. And then comes Philippic, flanked by Magnetic Start, and at the tail of the field, Goobird can see them all. The first quarter, 24 seconds flat, strung out field by about 15 lengths here, but up front it's a hot and contested pace between Daddy Divine on the inside to the outside. First Rodeo is keen to go on. The jock has a handful of horse, just waiting to let this one loose at any time. Tracking the top pair comes Let's Do It for Johnny, who races in third. The half mile, 48 1/5 seconds, and the field makes their entrance into the turn. So it's Daddy Divine has been there every step of the way, still shadowed by First Rodeo. These two now match strides just outside the quarter pole. Let's Do It for Johnny, tugging hard against Mergia, just waiting to pounce on the top duo. Here's Bahama Run Punch. Stanley starts to flail away as 3/4 was clicked off, 1:14, and they're on their way home. And it's Daddy Divine has put away the favorite First Rodeo. Fresh challenge coming from Bahama Run Punch. Here's Philippic coming down the stand side, and on the far outside, Magnetic Starman scooting up the fence. Here's Offshore Fantasy. 7 of them with the shot as they pass the 16th pole. It's Philippics found the front. To the outside, Magnetic Start. To the inside, Daddy Divine won't go away. Down to the wire, Magnetic Start under a heads-up ride by Alvin Jimenez to get up to win it by about a neck. Game Philippic was second. Running time, 1:41.1. Morning line favorite number 9, Magnetic Start, benefited from a hot early pace and stormed home to get up in the shadow of the wire. Alvin Jimenez was in the irons. The winner returns $8.60, $4.40, $3. Second, number 8, Philippic. Third, number 1, Daddy Divine. Fourth was the 6, El Bufadora. The exactos were $65.60. The $1 try, $188.40. The superfecta, 9816, returns $1,918 even. The dollar pick 4, $5,588.30. The dollar pick 3, $422.30. The daily double for 9, $21.80. The fifth race is a claimant event for fillies and mares have not won 2 races lifetime. They'll race 1 mile, field of 7 to go. Morning line favorite at 9 to 5, number 3, Successful Brat, racing for the Green Hill Racing Stables. Angel Stanley had to call. And they're off. Not the best break for Arya, but a fast start for Tucupita, who fires on out. Aptly away as well comes Poblanita right to her outside. There goes She's Messi out there about 4 deep, comes already red. Then a length and a half back, tugging hard against the jock there. Brave Ellen actually looks to be bolting there at midpoint through the turn. And last away comes Arya as the field outside the 6 furlong marker. So the first quarter mile up on the board, 24 and 2 fixed seconds, and they straighten up for the backstretch run. And up front, it's Tucupita. Will command control and show them for the backstretch run in front by 2. Poblanita racing along to the outside. Of the inside of her comes Poblanita. Then it's a separation of about 4 lengths back to Already Red. Then a length to Brave Ellen, and still at the back of the field, Arya can see them all. The first half mile up on the board, 48 and 4/5 seconds. So they continue up the backstretch, head up into the far turn. It's Tucupita, the long shot, shows the way. Drawn to ever closer second. Here comes She's Messi up to engage this one. Now pokes that nostril in front. Breezing up to the outside of the trio, there's Brave Ellen. To her inside comes Poblanita. And in between horses, Successful Brat. Still nothing from Arya at the tail of the field as they approach the quarter-mile pole. It's She's Messi's in front by 4. Tucupita's there second. To the outside, Poblanita. Nowhere to go for Arya. Now Arya's going to bully her way in between horses, but meanwhile starting to get away. She's Messi pouring it on by the 8th pole. She's Messi in front by 5. Tough luck for Arya's going to run on for the spoils, but meanwhile She's Messi opening up here. She's Messi, a dramatic performance, and She's Messi throttled down by Jimenez to win by about 7. Arya was second, then came Successful Brat third. Photo for fourth, 1:39 and 4. Number 2, She's Messi, the easiest kind of winner, draws away to win by better than 7 here, giving leading jockey Alvin Jimenez his second victory on the card. She's Messi returned $6, $3.40, $2.40. Finishing second was the 5, Arya. Third, number 3, Successful Brat. And fourth was the 4, Tucupita. The exacta comes back $23.20. The dollar try, $30.30. The superfecta, $282.60. The daily double, $29. And the pick 3 for $1, $38.70. Tonight's 6th race is a maiden special weight for filly 3-year-olds. They'll race 6.5 furlongs, full gate of 12. The morning line favorite, number 2, Bella Be Proud, for trainer Phil Sims. And they're off. The firster, Score Babe, absolutely missed the break, spots him about 5. And so it's the firster, Heartbreak Hill, being hustled on out. Quickly, another firster, Anfield Rose, going to come up to contend the pace. Right to her outside, she's flanked by Altarita, who's shadowed by Always and Forever. Through from the inside, here comes Poor Girl. Then a length for the back, down on the inside. The gray, the favorite, Bella Be Proud, has about 4 lengths to find as they race up the backstretch just outside the half-mile pole. The first quarter clicked off 23 seconds flat. So it's Heartbreak Hill who shows them into the far turn run, still flanked and pressured the entire way by Anfield Rose. These two are a length in front of Altarita, who races third. Coming along the fence, here comes the favorite, Bella Be Proud. She's moved into 4th position. Out wide, here comes Always and Forever. Starts to move. Poor Girl being scrubbed upon as they're just outside the quarter pole. So it's still Heartbreak Hill who's made the lead, continues to show the way. To the outside, Anfield Rose and Altarita. Even further out, Always and Forever as they straighten for the stretch drive. It's Heartbreak Hill has shouldered the load and paved the path. Fresh challenge coming from Always and Forever to the outside. After that horrible break, Score Babe is absolutely motoring with giant strides outside the 16th pole. It's Heartbreak Hill trying to hold. Here's Score Babe lunging to the outside, down to the line. Heartbreak Hill, Score Babe in a photo finish that I think went to Heartbreak Hill, but that will take a photo. Score Babe, a tremendous performance after that blown start. Always and Forever was third, 119 flat. Number 5, Heartbreak Hill, wins on debut, leads them all the way with Orlando Mojica to win and return $20.40, $8.20, $6.20. Second, number 1, Score Babe. Third, number 9, Always and Forever. And fourth was the 8, Altarita. The exacta, $253.60. The try for $1, $752.50. Superfecta, $2,613.05. That's for just 10 cents. The daily double, $55.40. And the pick three for $1, $159.50. Running time, 1:19 flat. Tonight's 7th race, an allowance event for 4-year-olds up, which have not won 3 races lifetime. They'll race 1 mile. Field reduced to 8 after the scratch of the 3, Fear the Kitten. Morning line favorite, number 4, Naval Gazer and Malcolm Franklin. They are off. It's Naval Gazer who gets the first call. Aptly away as well towards his inside. Becomes Bourbon Happens. Up to the outside, 3 deep there, Startripenterprise. As the field makes her entrance to the clubhouse turn. And now Uncle Mitchell's taken in hand to be 4th. Out wide on the course, Sweet Platinum is 5th. As they continue their run towards the 6 furlong marker. And at the back of the pack is Change Maker. And last of all, Baskets the first quarter in a fast 23-4. And they straighten on the backside. And Bourbon Happens will show them in for that long backstretch run. Startripenterprise tracking in the pocket spot. Naval Gazer, the favorite, is 3rd, but only about a length and a half off the pace. Coming up the fence, here comes Uncle Mitchell is 4th, but only about 3.5 off the lead now. He's starting to close in, as is Sweet Platinum. Then a separation of a length to Emmett Park, who has 2 horses beat, and they are Baskets, and now Changemaker has been relegated to last. The first half mile, 47-1. So Bourbon Happens has made the point as they enter into that far turn. To the inside, Naval Gazer trying to squeeze through a narrow opening, and in fact, he does, and going 3 wide, there's Sweet Platinum. Emmett Park has eased up into 4th. Startripenterprise has called it a day as they're just outside the quarter-mile pole. 3 quarters up now, 1:12-1, and they're on their way home. It's Naval Gazer who's going to spin him in. Sweet Platinum to the outside. Emmett Park's under a full-out drive as they race in deep stretch. It's Naval Gazer still being implored by Malcolm Franklin as he goes by the 16th pole, 4 to the good. Sweet Platinum was left in his dust, running on from the back. Emmett Park down to the wire. Another imposing performance by Naval Gazer as he wins by better than 5. Photo for second between Sweet Platinum and Emmett Park. Running time 1:37-1. Number 4, Naval Gazer, the easiest kinds of winner. Does not disappoint as a favorite, just rolls to victory here. Naval Gazer comes back 420, $3, $2.40. Finishing second was the 7, Sweet Platinum. Number 5, Emmett Park, was 3rd. The exacta was worth $12.60. The $1 trifecta, $22.80. The daily double comes back $30. The superfecta winning combination was 4752. That returned $139.20. And the pick three for $1, $77.30. The 8th and featured race, an allowance optional claimant event for filly 3-year-olds. They'll race 6 furlongs. 2 late scratches. Scratch number 1, Plastered, and the 9, Love Lucy. Morning line favorite, number 6, Sweet Ruthie, with Johnny McKee. They are off. And it's High Legend who sprints out for the early lead. Fancy Is My Name is an up close second. Sweet Ruthie will press the pace from 3rd. Now probing up the fence. Sweet Angel Roan will clear off and go to the lead under RODNEY PRESCOTT as they race up the backside. Racing along the 5th position, the favorite Little Cherie has about 6 lengths to find. Mischievous Cat's being ridden with the whip still with a half mile to go. And Twirl About is last of the lot. First quarter, 22-1. They make their entrance into the turn. So it's Sweet Angel Roan who has made the point and drifted off the rail to allow Sweet Ruthie to come on through. Now Prescott's starting to tighten up on that one. 4 lengths further back to Fancy Is My Name, starting to go the wrong way. The Michigan Sire Stakes winner, High Legend, is 4th, looping up wide. Little Cherie is drawn right alongside Fancy Is My Name, the half mile, 46 seconds, and they turn for the money. It's Sweet Angel Roan at 14-1, spins him in. Twirl About is second. Angle to the center of the course. Little Cherie is under a furious rally. Little Cherie about a length and a half off to Sweet Angel Roan, who's shaken up by Prescott. It's Sweet Angel Roan trying to hold Little Cherie, bearing down to the outside. These two squared off in deep stretch, and Little Cherie picks up lifetime victory number 3. Sweet Angel Roan was 2nd. Fancy Is My Name 3rd. Photo for 4th. 1:12-2. Number 5, Little Cherie rallied from well off the pace to get up to win, giving jockey Alban Jimenez 3 wins on the card. The winner returns 460, 320, 260. Finishing second was number 2, Sweet Angel Roan. 3rd, number 7, Fancy Is My Name. And 4th was the 4, Twirl About. The winning exacta was worth $59.40. The $1 try, $164.40. The superfecta, $1,219.60. The daily double, $8.80. The ninth and final race is a maiden claimant event, going 6.5 furlongs. Scratch numbers 3 and 14. Jockey changes on the 9. Vision of Cast to Dick Cardenas. Number 13, Midnight Civils to Euclid Prentice Jr. Morning line favorite, taking all the money, number 10, Open Range. Antioco Murgia will handle the reins. They are off. Lethargic beginning for Golden King, but a fast start for the favorite Open Range, who sprints on out. But being hustled on between horses, here comes MK's Delight through from the inside. Piner Cat, the Indiana bred, wrangled off the top trio. Settle Your Crackers has settled into fourth. Dancing Henry starts to backpedal there as races in fifth, about 5 or 6 lengths off the pace. Here's the firster, Kuma's Boy, as the field continues to run up the backstretch. The first quarter, 22 and 4. They stack up 3 across the track just inside the half-mile pole. To the inside, it's Piner Cat. On the far outside, Yellow Cap, the favorite, Open Range. Fighting on in between horses is MK's Delight. These 3 are a length in front. A fourth running, Settle Your Crackers, who starts to make good headway now. Separation of 4. Bruner's starting to pick him off. Bruner has drawn within just 5 lengths off the lead. And then a length further back to the firster, Kuma's Way. Still nothing from Midnight Civils as they straighten to the top of the lane, and the favorite Open Range will spin first. Open Range in the black blinkers, well off the rail, assumes command. Battling on, Piner Cat will not go away to the inside. Settle Your Crackers is trying to settle the score to the outside, deep stretch. It's the favorite Open Range trying to hold. Long shot, Settle Your Crackers lunging. Here from the clouds on the far outside, exploding is Kuma's Boy, and Kuma's Boy zooms right on by to win by a length. Open Range settled for second. Settle Your Crackers was third. Tight one for fourth. 1:20 flat. Number 8, Kuma's Boy, a first-time starter, raced erratically but exploded deep stretch to get up to win right on the square. Returns $40.20, $8.80, $6.60. Finishing second was the favorite, number 10, Open Range. Third, 7, Settle Your Crackers. Fourth, 6, Bruner. And number 5, MK's Delight, to complete your super high 5, was fifth. The trifecta, $176.10. The daily double consolation will pay with the 9 and the 12 due to those late scratches. Again, late scratches of the 9 and 12. There will be consolation payoffs in the double and pick 3. Check your tickets carefully. The pick 4, $1,474 and some change. The Superfecta, $4,964.80. There were no winners in the Super High 5, carryover of nearly $1,500 into tomorrow's card. Well, that wraps up live racing for Friday, January 1st, 2016. Live racing returns tomorrow at Turfway Park with a first post of 6:15. Until then, good night, everyone.